Hi, I'm Rich with insideHPC. We're here at SC15 in Austin, Texas, and we're here at the General Atomics booth with my old friend, Bob Murphy. Bob, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Rich. Great to see you again.
Well, yeah, it is. You know, we've been doing these videos for a couple years now, but what's new with General Atomics at SC15?
Well, what's new with General Atomics, we have big news. We have a new partnership with ArcaStream, the experts of GPFS in the UK. Yeah. The founders are Ben Lever and Barry Evans. And what we are announcing at SC15 is a data-aware cloud gateway based on GPFS and as the on-premises storage, and using Nirvana to move that data based on policies like it hasn't been used in a while, or if you want a certain project moved up into the cloud, and Nirvana will take it from GPFS and move it to Amazon, Google Cloud, or any object storage that's available today. Okay. Here's the box here.
Okay.
And it's a complete hardware-software solution with Nirvana, the metadata management software that manages what's happening in the GPFS file system and determining, identifying very rich metadata, what the data is, and then based on that, coming up with various policies to move that data to the cloud.
Well, Ben, you know, there's a question for you, right? I mean, there's lots of cloud gateways out there. They've been around for a while. What makes yours different?
Well, I think the big thing that's different here is it's more about data management. And it's, you know, there's a lot of gateways that can take data and put it into the cloud, but they're not data aware. And I think that's the big difference with this. It's actually being able to manage your data, whether it's on-premise, whether it's in the cloud, and also on a globally collaborative level. So even if you've got multiple companies, this syncs across all of those gateways. So you've got a global view of all of your data.
Okay. And what do you guys bring to the table that adds with Nirvana that brings the value?
Sure. So we've been working with General Atomics to build the DMAPI interface to have the data automatically on ingest into GPFS move from GPFS in through to Nirvana, so it automatically registers and up into the cloud. And when that happens, it's not just a case of the file being, yeah, here's a file and I've moved it from point A to point B. It's actually going and interrogating the metadata directly, any user definable metadata. It's not just a case of, you know, this file hasn't been accessed in 20 days. This file is, you know, 5 kilobytes big. It's actually going inside of the file, looking for common characteristics, automatically extracting that user, that human element of the metadata, and being able to make tiering decisions based on that information.
And you guys being the founders, I'm really curious about the genesis of this. Did you have a customer with a problem that you thought, geez, I think I can fix that? Or how did it get going?
Well, I think, as Bob mentioned earlier, we started in the media industry, and that was about bringing a lot of the sort of high-performance compute elements into media and doing that on a commodity, truly software-defined model. One of the things that we've learned from the media industry is that they've always had to manage data because budgets aren't as big, etc., etc. And what we've really been focused on is bringing that software-defined, commoditized approach, but actually focusing on the data management and being able to put the control of the data management back into the business, into the commercial element of businesses, so they can actually focus on, you know, the tools that they build, the workflows that they create to generate the results from that data.
Okay, so because they have a day job, right, that makes the money, and moving data around isn't their core mission, is it?
No, that's right, and you know, it's like in the media industry, it's about creating media. Yeah. It's not about storage or infrastructure. So it's really taking those workflows and looking at how data moves down that workflow in conjunction with the applications, and bringing that into a model that the business can control and focus on what they're good at. And we're doing that in exactly the same way with ArcaStream into the likes of oil and gas, life science, you know, research, higher education. It's about being able to manage that data in an intelligent way that relates to the business.
Okay. Well, you know, this is day 3 of the show. What have you been hearing from the people that you come and shown this to, because it's so new? What are they telling you?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, there is clearly a major issue within all of these large data verticals with the ability to manage and move and migrate data. Now, we've done a lot of work with General Atomics in conjunction with GPFS, because that's the core sort of file system that we work with. But there's a lot of other file systems and storage entities out there, and this is really about consolidating all these things together to give a single view of where your data resides and in the best place or the most cost-effective place that it sits. And that's what we're seeing in the market, that there is a real challenge, especially you know, some of the research institutes, higher education, life science, the amount of data that they're creating. It's about managing that so that they can actually focus, like I said earlier, on their applications, on their workflow, and delivering what's important out of this big data.